In this screencast, I'm going to show you different ways that you can prompt ChatGPT. ChatGPT is only as good as what you ask and how you ask of it. In other words, you're going to get better information with better questions. Where you put your questions, it goes in this box where it says send a message. And I'm going to drag onto the screen now those Bloom's taxonomy questions we've been looking at in class. And you can see them here sitting in the middle of my screen right now. Let me get rid of the sidebar so it's a little easier to see. So I'm scanning down these questions and I'm going to take a look through here, and then I'm going to go into ChatGPT and I'm going to see if I can ask it to do one of the things that's on here. This is creating the exam questions like what you were doing yourself, except this time I'm going to see if I can get ChatGPT to do it. So one of the things that was in my lecture on artificial intelligence had to do with sample bias. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT to provide a definition for sample bias. So I'm looking right here at this item. Can you provide a definition for sample bias? And now I'm going to take that off my screen, go down here to the message box, and ask it to do that very thing, except I'm not really looking for the answer, right? I'm asking it to make a question. So this is where it gets really tricky. Can you create an exam question that asks for a definition of sample bias? Let's see what it comes up with. Wow, that was really specific and really good. Now, what's missing here is that it's not really for our class to do this. It's for a test on artificial intelligence. So let me go up here to the question and ask it again. Can you create an exam question that asks for a definition of sample bias? This question would be on an exam asking freshmen, now I'm really getting more specific, freshman college students about artificial intelligence. Let's see what we get. Wow, that's really good. I will tell you, it's also harder than what I would have given you from the lecture I gave. Like, I didn't actually go into this much detail, but I wanted to show it to you and how you could go from this set of questions that you've already used over here to ChatGPT, and you could get it to make some questions up. Now, something else that you could do is take one of the questions that you already wrote and put it in here. So you would simply do a prompt kind of like this. Take the question here and rewrite it for an exam for college freshmen about, maybe it's not even artificial intelligence, but ChatGPT. Now I've got that part of it written. I need to go grab a question that was turned in for the homework and stick it in there. So this is something that you'd be testing from what you had already written. You would put that next to this and then you would click on enter. So for me to do this, I'd actually have to take one of your questions and put it in here. I don't have those in front of me, and I also am not allowed to use any student work without permission. So I'm going to fake it, and I will just make one up right now off the top of my head. and say something like this. What sorts of policies do college instructors have, can't type, for use of ChatGPT? Let's see what we get. It's a very good question. Discuss the policies and guidelines that college instructors typically have, etc. So you can see, I hope at this point, why we're doing these lessons is because when you can take the things you're being taught in your classes and create your own study guides, you can make up fake exams for yourself that you can take as a student. And it's a very powerful thing, especially if you had previous educational experiences where your instructors created these study guides for you. In this case, you're the one doing it. You're going to know the material twice as well. Thanks for watching.